Welcome to What's the Path to Purpose expert interview. I'm so excited today as I have my mentor here, an online challenge expert, Alina Vincent. And so if you want to increase your engagement, social proof, and visibility and learn how to use online challenges, stay tuned because now it's time for us light workers to magnify our impact. So welcome, Alina. It's so wonderful that you are here today and share your expert tips with us.
Yay, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. And before we jump into the expert tips, because I'm always curious about the purpose and like how people find our own path. And I know, well, I heard about from your journey that you were going completely different path.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I
And
had several different paths, I feels like.
yeah. And then you just chose to change everything.
Mhm.
So, was there a special event that led to this? And I'm just so happy you are doing what you're doing right now. But I'm just curious to know, and this has been something I have wanted to ask you a long time. So, was there something special, a special event that made you make the change?
Yeah, well, I think it's a series of events as always. So when I was growing up, I became a third generation teacher. Like my parents were teachers, my grandparents were teachers. So I went to school, got a degree, started teaching at the same university, got another degree, and that was just kind of my trajectory. And I was teaching at the university. I was teaching several different classes, studying, and I'm like, I'm a lifelong learner, and all I want to do is teach. And then I found a job that was really awesome, which was being an instructional designer. So still at the university, creating online classes, bringing technology into education, really awesome. And then the economy started really slowing down, and we had less and less creativity. We had less and less leeway. We had less and less freedom to do things. And that's where it started to feel like, you know what, I love what I do, but I feel too small. I feel like I don't have enough of freedom to do what I want to do. And I said, I'm going to start my own business. So I quit this career that I'd sort of had the whole path laid out, all very secure, all very lined up. And I started my own business. I said, I have a degree in theoretical physics. How hard can it be? And of course, it was the worst. Well, so I come from Uzbekistan, so I'm Russian. So people always ask, what was the cultural shock when you came to US? It was way less than the cultural shock of going from the academic world to a world of let me start my own business.
Wow.
So I started my business. I'm going to keep it short, but I started my business as a photography business because it's always been my hobby. And everybody said, like, just follow your passion, do a business
Yeah.
on whatever you like. And I realized I knew everything I needed about photography. I knew nothing about marketing, promoting myself, or making offers. So I've learned a lot. And over the years, it kind of ended up being that people would come to me more for advice on how I got so visible so fast and how did I position myself as an expert so fast. Then they were coming to me for headshots. So I made
Mm.
another pretty big shift and I closed my photography studio and I decided to do what I do now, which is business and technology strategy. And I help people get their visibility online, and particularly with online challenges. So that's a brief introduction to my journey.
Wow, that is so powerful. Like, just
It's fun.
trusting. Yeah, it's fun. And I just love how you said, like, that was the cultural shock was nothing comparing to shock that you experienced. And I know you have learned a lot on your journey, and I'm so grateful to have you as my mentor and having you to share what you have learned. And I have
Or
gained so much from you and for your wisdom. So one thing, because the challenges that we light workers normally talk about is the challenges that we need to overcome. So what do you mean with the challenge when you
yeah,
are?
let's define that. So there's two definitions for online challenges. One way of talking about online challenges is what's not working, what's difficult. Like, oh my gosh, I have so many challenges with creating this. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about online challenges in terms of me mini training, mini really fun, amazing, engaging trainings. Then you put together like a 5-day challenge on how to get more sleep, or 5-day challenge how to unleash your intuitive abilities, or 5-day challenge on how to start blogging. So it's basically a mini training where you get people in a group and they're learning a new habit or learning a new skill or discovering something new for 5 days. Kind of like similar to New Year resolution. And you have a whole
Mhm.
bunch of people making the same resolution and sticking to it for a week. So
Yeah, because that's so important also to have the support and the accountability that, okay, let's do this 5 days to get it done. So
yeah,
that,
that's one of the top reasons online challenges work so well, and they work for marketing. So they work for you as a business owner because it's
mhm.
fun for people to do something when they're not alone. Do it because there's social proof, there's this accountability, there's other people struggling with the same exact steps. And for the community, it's one of the reasons it's a hot marketing trend is we as business owners are incredibly isolated. So that is something that's bringing us together, and we get to talk about common goals, common challenges, and common mistakes that we're making, and how do we turn them around. So yeah, very, very exciting trend right now, and I'm so happy that I get to help people with creating their online challenges.
Yes, actually, you did help me to create my own
I
first
did.
ever.
You want to talk about yours a little bit? Share what
Yeah,
your challenge was?
yeah, my challenge was prioritize your purpose.
Mhm.
And that was such a wonderful thing to have your support how to do it, because I had seen all these challenges online and I was like, and then I thought like, okay, I can just do it on my own, like let me just figure out how this goes. And I did like try to get the code and like how to do it, and then I was like, oh, I just need help, like
There's
I just,
nuance. It's simple, but there are little details and there are little nuances. And if you know them, it's like, oh, it's so simple. If you don't, it's, yeah.
yeah, there was so much more into it, and that's where your background also comes. Like your training was so detailed. Do this like 1, 2, 3 steps, which I love. Like that's how my mind operates, and
And
it,
I still remember when, as your challenge was ramping up, you posted a really amazing video in our group and you said, like, my heart is overflowing. I can't believe how deep people got and how much impact that we've created and how much we've accomplished in 5 days. When people think about 5-day challenges, like, well, how much can I actually impact people? And in
Mhm.
reality, what's happening in those 5 weeks, how deep people go, how big of a transformation they experience. I remember you were just like glowing and you're like, I can't believe all these people, what they've accomplished, what they're saying, what they're sharing, what they have to show for this week of results. So I still have that somewhere. And yeah, it
Yeah.
was really awesome to watch.
Yeah, because that was for me surprising. Because 5 days, because I'm used to like 33 days or 21 days, and
Or 7 weeks.
yeah. So then, like 5 days where you can accomplish, that was like, wow. So now if somebody is like, okay, how do I, where do I start? If I would like the idea about online challenge, and this could be a little bit new thing for some of the light workers, all this Facebook and being visible. So where can somebody start the
Ooh,
whole process?
really good question. So, I'm doing for the next couple of weeks, I'm doing a lot of trainings related to challenges. And this week, we're starting it with actually helping people experience the online challenge. So, I have a challenge called Visibility Kickstarter, and I want you to think of it two different ways. One, it's a visibility Kickstarter. So it's 5-day training on how to increase your reach, how to become more visible, how to position yourself as an expert, how to create buzz about yourself and about offers you provide. So it's really, really awesome training on how do you increase your own visibility. So I would highly recommend that you join, just because, again, it's a free 5-day training and you're going to get accomplished a lot in 5 days. On the other hand, like, you want to kind of wear two different hats, you might want to participate in this challenge and think of, how can I apply it to my topic? How can I apply it to my people? Watch the engagement, watch the kind of questions I ask, watch what I use, what kind of tools I use, and how I talk about different things, and look at how do I create a challenge for my people to have the same level of impact, the same level of engagement, and the same level of people transforming whatever they want to transform. And then after that, I'll have additional trainings too, so you'll have plenty of time to come and attend live Q&As and ask me more questions specifically related to how you can integrate challenges into your business.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I'm participating as well. Second time around, I was like, oh, when is this challenge coming again? Because it just gives me a boost as well, boost of visibility, and having your support there, having all these amazing new people as well in the group. And then that is like, what is your theory? Why do the challenges work so well? Like, why people do that?
For many, many reasons. Now, are you asking why are they working well for you as a business owner? Or are you asking why are they working well for people who participate in challenges?
I think I'm asking kind of both of things, but you can start with the business owner's perspective. Like,
Sure.
what is it there?
Yeah, so as a business owner, I like doing challenges. That is actually my number one marketing strategy for anything I do. If I want to fill live event, I'll have a challenge and then I'll invite people to my live event. If I want to fill a program, I'll do a challenge and then I'll invite people to join my program. If I want to just have one-on-one clients or fill a group or have a sale, I usually put a challenge in front of whatever offer I want to make. And I've been doing about 3 challenges a year for, like, not always 3 challenges, but I've been doing challenges for the last 5 years. And like I said, that's been my number one marketing strategy and also number one strategy for growing my list, growing my Facebook community. And now I started getting into Facebook Messenger bots. I use Messenger bots as well to grow the list. And challenge does all of that for you. It helps you grow your list, helps you grow your Facebook group, Facebook community, helps you grow Messenger list if that's what you want to do. You create a digital product, so you have actual training that after the challenge is over, you can sell now for real money. It doesn't have to be free, or you can use it as a really awesome free opt-in gift. So it just does so many things at the same time simultaneously, and you can do it in a matter of basically days, because it will take you a little bit of time to prep. Then once you run your challenge, that's 5 days, and you can start making offers right away. So within a week, you can go from no list, no following, no visibility to paying clients. And I've seen it happen over and over again. So as a business owner, I do it a lot in my business, and I consult with a lot of bigger, higher level businesses. And I also teach a lot of my clients in programs or through one-on-one consultations on how they can implement challenges in their own business. And a lot of other marketing methods, they require a lot more investment, either in technology or investment of time. And I have other programs where I say, great, you do this for 3 months and then you're going to start seeing results. Yeah. This is the only thing where you can implement right away, maybe spend $10 all together to put it all together, and then have clients within a couple of weeks. I don't know of any other method that does that for you.
That is so amazing. And this is exactly what many light workers want to do. We want to share the message. We want to create the impact. And this way we can easily, like with the challenge, because every day you are teaching something, so you are sharing your expertise, you are putting your work out there. Yes. And reach more people, because that's something like we so want to do. And that's why I fell in love with challenges, and I'm actually creating a new one now coming up. Yes, coming up later on this year. But
yeah, and I look at challenges, it's a mini introduction to you. So if you think you're unknown, if you feel like you don't have enough people who understand how gifted you are, how talented you are, and what you can do for them, I work with a lot of people who are amazing experts or amazingly gifted in something, and nobody knows about them. So they just sit at home and say, I hope somebody finds me and hires me. And it doesn't work like that. Like, I wish it worked like that, but you can't just be good. You have to show people that you're good. So challenge allows you in a very short period of time showcase everything you do, because like you said, every day you're going to give them a little bit of instruction. So you're going to teach them something. So it teaches people what your teaching style is, how well you explain things, how easy it is to comprehend, and the depth of the knowledge and expertise that you have. And I have people going, after 5-day challenge, they've learned more from the free 5-day training than they've learned in like half a year from working with their coach. And this is not just mine, like my clients are saying that their students get so much deeper understanding of whatever the topic is in the 5-day challenge because it's really focused. So
Yes.
they get a feeling of how you teach, how you present, how much you know, and you're also doing some Q&A calls, you're doing some coaching. So they also get a feeling of what it would be like to work with you, what it would be like to be on your calls, what it would be like to be in your Facebook group, how accessible you are. So you're basically giving them an appetizer, like that little candy sample. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you want to try it? And they go, ooh, I'll have 3 pounds of that. So it really gets people to get to know, like, and trust you so they can make that next offer, take
Yeah.
you up on the next offer.
Yeah, I definitely had that experience as well because it's so focused. Like when I created my challenge as well, like it was like, okay, I need to really, really put the perfect thing, like have very focused and like every word counts because the videos are short as well. So you needed to just
Yeah.
focus on the key things.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing. It really helps you solidify your information. And I have so many people who've done this challenge and they go, I know so much more than I thought I knew. And it's actually a boost in confidence for you as well if you've never done any kind of training workshop, if you've never put a program together, and if you're just sitting there saying, like, doesn't everybody know that? Doing the challenge, you realize that nobody knows what you have to share
Exactly.
and how much you can talk about it and how interested people are in what you have to share. So if you have any doubts on who's going to buy from you, or if you're good enough, or if you know enough, or if you're different enough, do a 5-day challenge. I bet you won't have any of those questions after you're done. You'll be like, I'm good. Because you realize how much you know and how much people need it.
Yeah, and actually that's kind of the added bonus in a sense,
Yes.
like you actually realize that you have a training in you, you have a workshop in you, because you're like, okay, I have all this other stuff I can share and teach, but now the bonus, the challenge includes this, and then I have this training program coming because I got all the information.
And if people see that, it's a lot easier for them to say yes to your invitation. So I have
Yeah.
one of my star students, her name is Carrie. She came to me and she was like, okay, so you teach people in business how to make money in business. Of course, you can make money on that. Of course, people are signing up for. I teach people how to become psychics. I'm like, great. She goes, can I make any money with that? Should I even think about doing a challenge? And of course, she did. And she was like, yes, I'm going to take action. I'm going to do it. So she ran her challenge. She had 60 people in it, so it doesn't have to be thousands. She had 60. She didn't have Facebook group before that. She didn't have Facebook following. She's not tech savvy. She's like, yeah, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So she had her people just from posting and letting her friends know that she's doing the challenge. Her challenge was how to unleash your inner psychic. And at the end of the challenge, she made an offer for private work with her, and she made over $7,000. So,
Wow.
like, again, in a matter of weeks, she went from like no people on, fewer people on her list, no Facebook group, to now bigger list, bigger Facebook group, and actual clients paying her really good money.
And thank you for sharing that because that was kind of my mind. Okay, is there areas where you can or cannot use the challenge? But if you
I
can
haven't
work,
found it yet.
yeah, if you can make it work on that field, because I'm sure a lot of listeners here are working in the spiritual things and spiritual items. So it is just how to what to include on that challenge, but it works and becoming more psychic. So thank you.
Yes. Yeah, and I have people creating challenges on how to talk to angels, or how to recognize your spirit guides, or how to increase your intuition. So it doesn't have to be like how to make money.
Yeah.
It can be any soft subject if you want, but basically, if that's your genius, if that's your gift, if that's your zone of genius and expertise and experience and knowledge, create a challenge on that because it's going to be aligned with the offer you want to make to your people.
Okay, so now I know we are coming towards the end of the time, but if people want to know, like they are inspired and like, oh my, teach me, how do I do this challenge? What is the next step for them?
Yeah, so the easiest way to probably do it is go join my Facebook group. It's called Business Owners Who Think Big. Just type it in the Facebook and it will come up. This week we're running a challenge, so absolutely invite you to join the challenge. As soon as you come to the group, it's going to be everywhere, like the links how to join it. And I'm sure, Katya, you're going to put the link
Yes,
somewhere
on
on
the
how to join the challenge itself. So start there, and then most of the trainings that I do and I will be doing in the next couple of weeks I'll be posting information in that group on how to join. And if you join the challenge, of course, then you'll be on my email list, and I will let you know when other trainings and master classes and the webinars coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I would love to see you there. And if you are, let me know, like once you join the group, let me know that you watched this video and that's why you signed up.
Yay! Thank you so much, Alina, for sharing this time with us and sharing your expert tips, because we all need your support on here to magnify our impact. It's the mission to bring even more light into this world, and having somebody like you guide us, it's amazing gift. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
My pleasure.
So bye for now, and I post all the links to the comments so you can find them easily. So
Perfect.
bye.
Thanks. Bye.